Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing good out there. Happy Halloween, Scorpio. I hope you're having a good one. So we're going to do a Scorpio Halloween love reading. Let's see what comes out for the sun, moon, rising sign of Scorpio. Ooh, Scorpio. First thing out here, death. The eternal cycle begins here. So we have death coming in for Scorpio. So it looks like Scorpio has some change, some transition coming in. Let's see what else, and then we're going to take a look at these cards. The Witch. Earthly weaver of the worlds. And I got some really cute new Halloween ghost cards that we're going to use after this. So we have scrying, intuition. So perhaps, Scorpio, your intuition has been telling you to see something. You've seen something through your intuition that might indicate an ending is near for you. You might have actually been conjuring this without even knowing it, Scorpio. Something deep within your soul has been generating the need for something new. Let's take a look. I just want to go ahead and see what these cards say in the book. I don't use this deck very, very often at all. This was given to me by a special someone out there. I haven't heard from her for a long time, but Maya Lynn, thank you. So, death, the eternal cycle begins here. 'Tis not the end, though I may pass in the night. I get to do my time over, although you may get a fright. Many pagans believe that death was the beginning of the cycle of life. When you think about it, most people consider the act of birth to be the beginning of the life cycle. We are born, we live, and we die, and depending on your beliefs, you may get to go round again. Instead, pagan cultures see death as the beginning of a whole new adventure, the place where your soul gets to choose where it incarnates, why and what it wants to experience. Then and only then does it get born into a body that lives and eventually dies before returning to ride a new cycle. Halloween is a celebration of death as a part of life. As humans are conscious beings, we know about death, and many are afraid and uncomfortable about it. Halloween illuminates the universal truth that all of us will die, just as all of us are born. So to be fearful of an end process is fairly pointless. Halloween asks us instead to make friends with death, just as we seem friendly with birth, and not allow our fears and grief to bring us unnecessary pain. Do not be afraid if you pull the death card, as it simply means that something is falling away or will do so you can begin strongly afresh. This is a great power in clearing. If you pull this card at Halloween particularly, this message is stronger still, and you should actively celebrate this new beginning. So don't be afraid. You may have felt and saw this coming. You may have been conjuring this from the depths of your soul, because what is going on in your life, in your love life particularly, needs to end so that what you were really here to do can come in. So let's take a look. I just want to take a look at the Witch card, see what she says. All right. The earthly weaver of worlds, earth, air, fire, water. A woman lovely, a woman strange, weaver of the worlds, moon's daughter, witch, the catalyst for change. So we have two indications of change here. Witches have had a bad PR day for a couple of millennia now. Originally the healers or cunning women of the village. The very word witch comes from the Celtic word Wicca, meaning weaver or wise. With the new religion of Christianity spread through the land, the custodians of the old pagan ways and part witches were labeled as evil and, as we know from history, persecuted. They were driven underground, under the night sky, into the shadows of misunderstanding and darkness. However, for the purpose of Halloween, let's look at witches as the weavers of magic and change. Through spells and rituals, even through herbed recipes, yes, often brewed in a cauldron, they weave the power of this world and the next in synergy to solve problems and heal. Holding the Witch card means that you can weave your own change throughout your life, and that magic indeed is afoot. You must understand that you have power and it is real. It may also indicate that others may be threatened by your developing personal power and that they may not appreciate or like the changes in you as you grow. Be prepared for this and do not be discouraged. New friends and better opportunities will be attracted instead. See, definitely, Scorpio, you are undergoing a death. Not a literal one, but in your love life, something is coming to an end, and they're asking you, Spirit is asking you to look at that with excitement of what might be, of what's to come, of what awaits you on this new part of your journey that you're unearthing. And believe me, you may not realize it now, but your soul did conjure this on purpose because you needed to be led somewhere else, or you needed to be led away from where you were so that something else could come in, or both. Let's take a look at the scrying card. Some of you may be seeing owls as a sign of this change. So scrying, this is intuition. Soften your eyes, begin the trance. Whole worlds are open, begin the dance. Scrying is the divination technique of seeing unconscious images or images from the divine or supernatural appear upon or within a surface. People scry into a crystal ball, a black mirror, water, or even the surface of ice. It is a very ancient technique and one traditionally enacted on Samhain, Halloween. The keys to effective scrying are being as relaxed as possible, minimizing possible distractions, softening your gaze, and allowing. The enemy of effective scrying is distraction, both from inside and out. Turn off the phone, electric lights anywhere you can see them, any music, and if you're scrying outdoors, take time to settle into the environment and listen to all the noises so that your mind will not need break your focus later. It is also vitally important to settle the mind as much as you can. If you regularly meditate, you may wish to use those techniques, or otherwise you can simply shut your eyes and focus on slowing your breath. This is usually very effective. If you have a specific question for the scrying medium, state it up front. Then, once you feel relaxed, turn your focus inwards. Imagine pulling your energy within you and then focus on the third eye point, the chakra point on the center of the forehead just above the eyebrows. And imagine it opening. Then gaze in a soft, unfocused way at your scrying surface and simply allow images to form and observe their presence itself to you, and observe whatever presents itself to you. Do not engage your rational mind. This is about receiving, not thinking. Should you pull the scrying card, I suggest you try it for starters. It also indicates that you may wish to develop your intuition further and not rely solely on the logical part of your mind for all the answers. True wisdom takes a balance of logic and imagination and intuition for true wisdom. So, definitely asking you to look into your situation with a relaxed, quiet mind. See if you can understand why this major transition is even occurring. What did you think, do, say, wish for, feel inside that conjured this new beginning? Spirit is trying to teach you a lesson in intuition here, Scorpio, trying to help you understand how this all came about. It's definitely something, even though it may seem difficult or painful and something that you didn't necessarily want, it's something that you did somehow in your vibrational patterns request of the universe. Sometimes we don't even realize it. You could be sitting there feeling frustrated with your current relationship or your current love life and be thinking, oh, I wish I had somebody who did this for me. I wish I had somebody who got me flowers. I wish I had somebody who told me they loved me more, who would rub my feet, rub my back. And that's showing the universe that you're not happy where you're at currently. And that's trying to send you someone who matches those wishes. So hence you're kind of conjuring that without even knowing it. And I feel like, look at that, the Four of Sticks right at the bottom. So there is happiness coming into Scorpio's love life. And you're just being asked to relax your view and see why. Take a deeper dive, Scorpio. Go into your heart space and ask, why might this have happened? I feel drawn to pull one more of the Halloween cards for you for some reason, Scorpio. Let's take a look. Spirit was telling me to, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Invisibility, authenticity. Let's take a look and see what that is. Heart beating we sense, but we do not see. The touch we chill, they come unseen. I'm going to read you just the end here, so I don't have to put you through the whole page, even though there's a lot of good information here a lot of times. Okay. The concept of invisibility is a double-edged sword. Whilst it is a powerful tool to be able to gain information or to assist whilst no one sees, individuals using it are privy to information that may not be meant for them or may be taken out of context or unethically. It is a powerful manipulation and easily abused. The idea of hiding away and not being seen is a big part of the dark side of this concept. We are all born to shine our light out into the world and take our roles. Hiding our talents, not expressing our true selves, stealing others' ideas, or working behind someone else rather than your own authentic self are all aspects to consider should this card appear in your reading. So make sure that you haven't been kind of like hiding from the situation at hand, not wanting to face it. Maybe even some of you, and this is not for all of you, but some of you Scorpios, maybe you have been seeing somebody who is married or already taken, and it's definitely something that doesn't do your heart or your soul good. So it might be something to consider stepping away from so that true abundance can be conjured into your life with a new beginning. Okay, so that's not for everyone, but Spirit definitely wanted that message out for some of you Scorpios because I had to go back to the book and pull another card. Let's take a look and see what the little ghost tarot, it's so cute, has for Scorpio. Scorpio already has a lot of change coming in. And I do believe the Death card is a Scorpio card, is the Scorpio card to begin with. So, oh, okay. My goodness. We had a little chunk. Yeah, look at that. We have the World. So we have something, a cycle, something wrapping up for Scorpio for sure. Somebody has felt like they've gotten away with something at the expense of others. And I feel like Spirit's really trying to get you away from that energy. If you're the one who has felt like they have gotten away with something at the expense of others, it might be time to make a decision to put an end to that type of behavior or the action that's causing that so that you can be free, Scorpio. Spirit is trying to free a lot of the Scorpios who are stuck and waiting right now, trying to wrap something up here so that new can be born. And it's something that I feel Spirit's been trying to show you about your love life for a little while now, Scorpio. Yeah, see, this is something that has been being worked on for quite some time. And now it is coming in quite fast. You're going to be able to see through the fog, see through the messages that Spirit has been trying to send you so that you can be reborn. And it's all very magical, truthfully, Scorpio. I know change is never easy for people. It's just the way it is for humans. But this is your wish fulfilled, okay? This ending might seem painful, Scorpio, but there is a wish coming in for you. You have maybe learned to look at something from a whole new perspective. Let me put this over here where there's more room, maybe. You've learned to look at something from another perspective, and now you're seeing things differently, and you've been waiting on this for a while. Something has needed to change. And here it is coming in quite rapidly. And I feel this sense of like something coming in and cutting you down. Like cutting you down from your hangman position. It's like, whew. I got that kind of feeling when I looked at these two cards. Like this fast moving energy just coming in to sever the hangman cord status. Because Scorpio, if you're feeling alone, you're not going to be feeling alone much longer. I don't know why, but a Spirit I keep like getting the urge to move that card around from one end to the other, as if you have moved through this energy, as if something is coming in or someone is coming in to quickly sweep over all the energy that has been past, present, or future for you so that you can wrap something up and have what you truly want and deserve, Scorpio. So let's see what else. a lot of you have had a lot of nighttime anxiety, pain, and suffering. You have been up at night worrying, stressing. You really feel like you hit rock bottom. And here is Spirit to tell you that, yes, you know, you do feel that way because this is the end, Scorpio. This is the end. This is what you have been wishing for on some level deep down, even if you think, like, say you're getting ready to leave a relationship and you don't really want to. But deep down, you've been kind of conjuring this by the way that you think about the relationship you're in, by wishing for something different, by wanting someone to treat you better, by wanting more for yourself, things like that. Anything you've been wishing for deep down, it can come into fruition like that. You're getting enlightenment here, right? You're going to be coming out of the shadows. Spirit asks you to step out of the darkness and open your eyes and see what's being presented to you. Some of you are getting ready to be single, and I know not everyone wants to hear that. But when you do, you're going to have such amazing stability come in, Scorpio. You're going to see that you're going to end up happy after a lot of pain and suffering and maybe waiting and going through a lot of bad times where people seem to like get the best of you or take the best of you and give nothing in return. You've been waiting and you deserve this, Scorpio. You deserve this rebirth, this freeing sensation, this freeing existence that Spirit is trying to bring in for you, okay? So don't fret, don't worry. Things are about to become way more balanced and fair for Scorpio. I hope that you liked your reading, Scorpio. I hope that you got something out of it. Actually, let's do one more thing. I want to pull an animal spirit card for you. I wish I had something more Halloween themed for this, but the animal spirits want to come in for Scorpio. One last message. Card 20, Dolphin Spirit, this and that are true. So there are multiple things that are true in your situation. Okay, it's not just one way or the other. Multiple things can be true for you, and Spirit wants you to be reminded of that. And one more, card 30. Take a leap of faith with the grasshopper spirit, kind of like jumping into the new like the fool. Everything is going to be okay. When an ending comes, sometimes you do have to take a leap of faith and jump into the new. And I find it interesting that we have two animals that jump up and into the air in some way, shape, or form. Dolphin coming up out of the water, and grasshopper coming up out off of the ground and into the air. Two jumping animals taking leaps of faith. Okay, so you're being reminded, Scorpio, that when this ending comes, jump. You're going to be just fine. Thank you so much, Scorpio. Happy Halloween to you. I hope you have a safe and fun time this year. And if you do want a personal reading or you want to connect with me on a personal level, please check the description box below for ways to do that. Thank you, Scorpio.